Well, a study from Angus Reid shows debt is a source of stress for 3 in 5 Canadians, and money worries are the biggest source of stress for most Canadians. But there are ways out of this stress. We welcome Kelley Keehn, financial educator and author of the new book, Save Yourself, for some advice. So, Kelley, you say it's not emotional, it's math. Can you explain that for us?
Yeah, it is math, Kent, and so great to be with you. But the emotions are behind not doing the math. So, this book is called Save Yourself because no one is coming to knock on your door to fix your finances. Like, look, as you said, that new Angus Reid poll. People are feeling stress. It's not just the debt. We're living in such uncertain times. Prices are high, maybe overspent over the holidays. And here's the crux of my book. Our brains are wired for short-term relief, not long-term well-being. So it's really about understanding your money identity. And this is, if I can, one quote that really summarizes the entire book and what I've been talking about, Kent, for at least the last year, if not the last couple of years, is my favorite quote. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. So we've inherited these money scripts, and I'm just so delighted to be on your show to kind of talk about some of them, because it's not what we want. We have to change our identity with money.
So that can be really hard, especially when there's so much emotion, perhaps shame tied into where your money situation is at. So how do we change things?
Yes, and I have been a really vocal advocate of talking about my own money story. And, the years early in my 20s and 30s when I was in debt and, earning a good income and knew better. And the shame that comes with that and the silence that comes with that, Kent, is overwhelming. And people don't know what to do. They don't know where to go and where to start. So the very first thing is giving yourself some compassion, some forgiveness, knowing that there is almost no situation that you can't get out of. It might not be ideal. It might be short-term pain, but you can get out of it. So the first step is you must look at your situation. That, again, is the title of the book, Save Yourself. No one is going to call you up and ask if you need help with your finances. If they are, they're probably a scammer. So you've got to look at what your situation is, what your interest rates are, how behind you are if you are. I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but again, no one's going to come to your door knocking. So number one, you've got to do that. Number two, once you have looked at your situation, now you can start to formulate a plan. And this is the number one thing, Kent, I hear from people is they've got to get it figured out before they go and get help. No, you don't. You absolutely should reach out if you are struggling with debt to a nonprofit credit counselor and or an insolvency trustee, and really get get the options available for you and not try to figure it out yourself. And then lastly, once you have all of the information, you can start to build a plan, you can start to do better, and you can start to look internally to see what those money scripts are, to see where you can change them as well.
Now, quickly before you go, we're talking about emotions and spending. It's easier now than ever to spend quickly, whether it's online or just tapping your card, and that gives you kind of an emotional boost. How do you fight against that?
Yeah, it's a real dopamine hit. So, and now we have buy now, pay later. So you don't even have to feel the whole emotion. So what I really ask and think about the purchases that you made during the holidays. Were they rational purchases? Did you have a budget? Did you stick to the budget? I dare say all of us probably didn't do as well as we could have. So I think as we move into January and looking at healing some of our money relationship, is what emotion are you trying to solve with this, whatever it is? And then just take a pause, take a step back, have some checks and balances, like walking away from your screen when your shopping cart is full, giving yourself a 24-hour break, or maybe even calling a friend and telling them what you were going to spend. All of these things can help take you out of that emotional tailspin.
Talking about it, whether it's with friends or professionals, can certainly help. And thank you for your advice this morning, Kelley. Congratulations on the new book as well.
Thanks, Ken. Always a pleasure to be with you.
So Save Yourself is out now, available wherever you can get your books. Kelley is also the CEO of the MoneyWise Institute. For more, you can visit kelleykeehn.com.